Okay, this morning's subject will revolve around obviously achieving goals. All of us have goals in life that we would like to achieve, and we have outcomes that we desire to have happen a certain way in life. All of us have certain outcomes that's like, I really hope it goes this way, or I hope that happens, or I hope something, we have all these things going on. And but what we're missing oftentimes when goals are very important. I absolutely must have goals. Those are just critical. They're crucial. Got to have goals to keep us in alignment with what we say we want or what we truly believe that we can have and desire to have. We must have goals. But there's something else that is equally important after we've set the goals is our standards of who we are, because see, we are a comprise of our standards that we've set for ourselves. My standards have changed ever since I've been in personal growth. It's been many years of growing myself. My standards constantly are adjusting, evolving, moving up. Sometimes I'll compromise a little bit on a standard. It doesn't take long until I feel the effects of compromising on a standard, and then I get to raise it again and make it more firm and really just commit myself to my standards, because the road I walk on is laid with the blocks of the standards that I've set. Some of those standards are of high morals. Some of them are of integrity, are of constant developing myself, of constantly serving. My standards of getting up when I don't feel like it. My standards of not complaining when complaining would really feel like the right thing to do at that moment. My standards of not listening to complaining. You have your set of standards. What are they? And are they the type of standards that you're proud of? At this point, do you look at your phone too much? Is your phone something that you're almost addicted to? That's a standard that doesn't take you where you want to go. Well, there's many standards that we have for ourselves, but some of them we're compromising on. And those that we compromise on are the ones that are holding us back. Because how we do anything is, heard a guy say once, is how we do everything. And so with that, the standards that we compromise on are the standards that are holding us back, or are putting the potholes in the roads that are keeping us from being able to go the speed and the distance that we desire to go. You see, there's going to be a day where the spotlight will move on. It'll move to someone else, and the applause will fade away, and nobody will hear the applause that were heard that one day. That day when you were at the pinnacle, at the top, you were serving and you fought through many tears and long nights, long days, rejections, all the things you've done, and one day you were standing there in front of many people and you shared, and the applause was deafening. It was amazing. The energy, the goosebumps you felt, the experience was exhilarating. Never felt anything like it ever in your life. It was over the top. Yes, but one day that's going to fade. The applause will fade away and somebody else will stand there. And awards will begin to grow dim, and nobody will clean them as they don't mean something to the next person like they did you. But something that will not fade, something that will echo around the world is the standards you set for yourself, the standards of integrity, the standards of hard work, the standards of not being a gossiper, the standards of not being a complainer, the standards of not compromising, the things that you've held yourself up to, the resilience, the strength, the power, the tenacity, the courage, the absolute just relentless pursuit for excellence. You see, those standards will echo around the world long after the applause has died away and your voice isn't heard. Your standards continue to bounce and to make a difference in the world, because our standards determine our actions. Actions long enough, done a certain way, creates and carves our character, and our character is what stays with us as we move on over. But the echoing sound of our standards stay here. So that's a long-term vision. What about short term? Short term, today, what are you doing today? Where are my standards today? Am I upholding them? Am I committed to, yeah, but you don't know. Today is the day I need to make a payment and I don't have the money for it. And yeah, I know the story. You don't need to tell me. My life is a comprise of standards that I've upheld and many that I've compromised on. My life is a comprise of many mistakes and many good choices. Many times when there was no money there to do what I wanted to do, and when I felt like the biggest loser, when I felt like nothing would probably ever come to me, nothing good would happen. It's just didn't seem like that could be possible. But you see, it is possible. And good things do happen to us when we hold on to those good standards long enough. And we work hard long enough. We work through the tears and the pain and the desire to sleep longer, the desire to complain a little bit, to gossip a little bit, to, yes, just unload. I had a guy tell me once, well, someone needs to unload sometimes. Somebody needs to listen to when they need to unload. No, they don't. Need to raise their standards. Need to move forward again. Pick themselves up and go again. Take that next step. Go that next mile. Go the extra mile. Very few people are on it, so cool deal. Let's go have it. If you and I are willing to go the extra mile, we'll do it by ourselves because there ain't going to be many people on it. I don't have to worry with a lot of gossiping, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of all that other stuff because those types of people don't go the extra mile. The complainers, the people that finding fault with the ones that are doing it. Yes, oh, they're out there. Trust me, they're out there. I know they're out there. You're not hiding. They're there. It's okay. Not a problem. I literally have no problem with it because my standards aren't built on what somebody else thinks. They just aren't. I'm moving up. My standards are based on biblical principles. Does that make me a saint? Absolutely not. Am I better than anybody else? Absolutely not. But I can still choose strong standards and stay with them. And whether you like me, hate me, doesn't matter. It doesn't change my standards. That is the type of resolve that I ask you to have today. Whether you're starting school or you think you're past the time of being very successful, I'm going to tell you, you still can be. Raise those standards and stay with them. The raised standards develops a road that somebody else will walk on. The standards that are compromised on develops the road to the destruction that none of us want as an end result. But let's say you feel like you've already hit the destruction of standards compromised on. Can you still change all that? Answer is absolutely yes. Don't even ask that question. Just go ahead and raise your standards today. You see, standards don't wait to be inspired or motivated. Standards get up and go. When it's time to go, they go. Standards don't wait till you feel like it to talk to somebody or make a phone call. They get to make that phone call and they talk to the person they need to talk to. Standards aren't waiting for some external source to let them know that they feel like doing it. Standards just go ahead and do it regardless. But you see, the compromise standard does it when he feels inspired or motivated or is constantly looking for the inspiration, shiny object syndrome, something that makes them feel like going for it. I had a guy tell me one day, he's getting ready to join my team. He said, I want something that makes me feel excited. I tried to get him excited and found out that was hard to do because he didn't want to be excited. He thought he did, but he really did not. I realized I can't make him excited. I need to find somebody that has it from within, that isn't seeking it from outside. That was a valuable lesson that I learned quite a number of years ago, but it stayed with me ever since. How this person felt like he needed to be inspired. And I realized that standards don't look for inspiration. Standards are the inspiration. Even when we don't feel it, the standards say, hey, get up. Come on, time to go. There's things that need to happen today. Phone calls that need to be made. Yes, this person, you're complete with this meeting, go to the next. Yeah, but I don't feel like it. I would rather quit for tonight. I know, I've been there. Your standards say, there's more to do. Where the other part of you says, can't we just skip this one tonight? Can't we just, do we have to do this? We're doing okay as it is. Standards say, it's not about doing okay. It's about doing what's right and doing it consistently. You see, raise your standards and you'll have the life you've dreamed about. Compromise on your standards and it seems everything you touch goes the wrong direction. Trust me, even when you raise your standards and you're staying with it, there's going to be enough things that'll show up to test you and challenge you that will make you want to compromise on your standards. And there's going to be times you will. There's going to be times I will. I'm aware of that. I'm human. But I'm still committed to recognizing it, picking myself up and going again without blame, shame, and guilt. Pick up and go again. That is my courage and challenge for every person out here. We are living in an environment where we applaud the person that has done well, but oftentimes the people, the universe, not the universe, but the people are pulling down the one that says he can do well. We're trying to pull those people down because, well, the people that try to pull them down have never done well themselves, and the best thing they can do is try to pull somebody else down to join their team. I've seen that happen so much. People that have compromised on their standards try so hard to pull somebody else down as well, get somebody else to compromise on their standards. If they can get someone else to compromise on their standards, all of a sudden they don't feel so bad about having done it themselves. They now have somebody to join them. But I'm telling you, if you build a team of compromising people, that'll never last. Those teams don't stand together. They don't fight together. They don't cry together. They don't lift each other up together. They don't go to the top together because there is no top in compromising on good standards. Thank you. Make it a great day. And as always, remember, don't settle for less than who you are. May God bless you.